downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, we welcome you. That's the punter Ethan Evans to get this started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Throwing right away, it's May. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Now he'll air one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. In second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here goes crazy. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient. Now they get another first down.
4 yards on
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. You look underneath here for Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
Austin brought in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stopped it short for no gain. Brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
To throw now, May. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A gain of 3.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he'll take it on in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180, stop.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On 1, right?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 180, stop.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On first down, Burrow. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It's a gain of 12 then, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run here with the rookie. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On one, ready? Here we go.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Pacheco. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. It was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
11. Start.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. They're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
From the 6, here comes a return. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Here's Johnson, and he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this out wide. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
On 2.
Turnover on down.
A first down throw for Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's going to be incomplete. Up for Harry Stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
1st and 10 at the
1st and 10.
yard line.
Back to throw, Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
And he will not Decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's now 4th down and 1.
Burrow now. Escaping the pressure right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
First and goal.
Here we go.
The 4-yard line.
Stop.
Here's a run. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm fine. Ready?
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. 11. Hey, can. Stop.
But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Ready? 11 MT. Stop.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bengals. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Moving to his right. Going up top. That is brought in. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
14, Steelers 10.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Here we go. 180. Legs up. Stop.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I say the G. Hey, watch him do it.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
A give here to Pacheco. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On the run to the right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Crazy.
Throwing on third down is May. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. May to throw again. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
13 yards. First down, Steelers.
To throw again is May. That one complete to McConkey. And the Steelers are looking at a first and goal. It takes it all the way down to the 2.
14 more yards.
Here's May again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. May to the air once more. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. now to throw on first down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll swing this out to Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun, it's May. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
They've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's May. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1, ready? Gun. Cut!
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And knocked much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing now is May. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. And he'll be stopped short of a first down. That will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's May. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is May. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Throwing on second down. May. Forced to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. To throw is May. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Forced out wide. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. A short kick down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
He'll get this out wide, and he will score. Game on. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
27-yard line.
First down throw for Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
Here we go. Stop.
A handoff to Pacheco. Room to run at the 35. 15-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And the Bengals
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Gun.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
I hear this crazy.
Here's May. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
Brings up third and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. Third and 3. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Exiting the pocket right. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. And they'll try to save their timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game. Now the lineup for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run with Pacheco. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
That's good for a Bengals
180.
first down. 1st and 10. at the 30-yard
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here in the jungle